Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel, Building Miniature Worlds Part 5. In this video, we'll be continuing the Taste of Life build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, in the last video, we started to work on this kitchen area here. So we're going to continue doing that because you remember we stuck these pieces of wood, these white pre-painted pieces of wood to this cardboard, and it's going to create our kitchen area. So that's like 2 cabinets there, as you can see, and then there's quite a lot of compartments here, and these two will go together like this. But before we do that, we need our oven. Now we need to bring our template back here. Just going to remove that. So this is our oven here, so we need to cut that out and we need to stick it in that square. In that square in the middle there. So I'm going to cut that out. I think I'll do it with scissors because it's a little bit fiddly. I think to do it with the knife because I think it'll just it might shift, so I'm going to cut it out with scissors. So I'm going to put these templates aside because we're still going to need them. So I'll zoom right in so you can see what I'm doing. So here is the oven here, and it's on this kind of glossy paper. So I'm just going to cut it. Like that. Trying to keep that black line in, but it's quite difficult because it's very small. Yeah, that's why there's a little bit of white there, because I'm trying to keep that black line in there. So that's that. That's the oven, and that sits here. Just want to see how it goes. So actually, make sure it's the right way around. So you got the narrow end there, and you got the compartments there. So it sits here, like that. It sits right there. It's supposed to cover that bottom section, I think. Anyway, so that's where it sits there. So I'm going to stick it there. So I'm going to get some glue. And a cocktail stick. So I'm just going to put like a blob of glue there, and then I'm going to move it around with a cocktail stick because I don't want to use a brush. Although a brush would be better, but I haven't got enough brushes to use, so I'm going to just move it around, spread it around as much as I can, like that. There we go. And then I'm going to remove the glue off the cocktail stick, and then I'm going to remove some of the glue like that, because I don't want too much glue on there. So that's our unit there. There's the narrow bit there, and then there's the more compartments there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick that down where it goes, which is just making sure that it sits properly. So it's supposed to sit up the top here, like that. Just making sure it's straight. So I don't want it popping over the top, so I need to just pull it down a little bit like that. There, that's our cooker in place. Seems to be a bit of a gap there, but I'm not sure I can do anything about that. But it's going to be sat like that, so you're not really going to notice that. I brought this other section of the kitchen units back, so we've got to stick these two together, and they've got to go together like this, like that. So what I need to do is I need to put glue on this edge here and on there as well. So I need to get my glue back. I need to just put some glue. Keep spitting out. Never mind. Yeah, so I need to put some glue in here. If it stops spitting the glue out like that, so I just need to remove that glue off there and grab a cocktail stick and move that glue around, because we need it to go up here, only to there. Doesn't need to go, I don't think it needs to go all the way down there, I think. Oh, maybe it does, yeah. It needs to make sure it goes on the side of the cabinet and all the way down to the bottom here, like that there. I'm going to remove some of the excess because there might be a little bit too much glue. Let's just take some of that away. Make sure this whole side is covered like that, because the other wood section is going to touch this side and the paper side as well. Oh, sorry, the cardboard side. So I'm just going to take some of the excess off because I don't want too much on there. So just make sure it's evenly across like that. There. And then we get the other cabinet. And how am I going to do this now? I might do it this way. So it sits down on top like that there. That's where that sits there. I just need to remove the excess glue away. Because it will show up if I don't remove it. So I'm just going to remove the excess glue. There. So I'm just going to hold them two together so that they stick. Like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little side on here. Stop it from falling backwards. I'm going to leave that to dry. This is stuck now, as you can see, my two units there. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to put these two sides on. This one goes here and this one goes here. Like that. Checking that they do. Yeah. So I need to put some glue on here in order to get that one on there, like that. So I'm going to put some glue on a cocktail stick because I'm just gluing the edge. So I just need to just cover that edge. Okay. put the lid back on the glue, and then this is going to be fun. Not just hold it there, and then I need to put these two pieces together like that. Just make sure they're flush. Let's check. Make sure that's flush. It's going to hold it there. So that it bonds. Sit it down and then let that dry. Don't think that's properly square. I might have to move it, but I'll just let that dry. That's connected now, as you can see, the side of the cabinet. So we just need to put this side on here. Just need some glue and a cocktail stick. I think that angle's a bit wrong. I might have to fix it. Just need to put some glue on there, all the way up. And then we need to just put this on the side of here, like that. Just need to take some of this glue off. And then make sure it's flush. And let the two bond together. Yeah, I think that's okay. See there? So I'm just going to let that bond together. I'll come back. I've just turned it upside down. This is the countertop. So I've just turned it upside down because I need to match this angle, and as you can see, it's out. So I need to pull it there. Just need to pull it there like that, so that it fits, so that the angle is correct, which it is now. So that's the angle we need. And that's the countertop, because the countertop goes turn that way. The countertop will go up here like that when it's done. So that's where that goes. So the next thing we need to do is we need to put a back on here. So we go back to our template, which is here, and we need to cut this out. I'm going to try it with the ruler and the scalpel first and see if it will cut a straight line. I know, right? So, okay. It's quite a long piece there. A really big part of the template this. And just this side here. It's not very straight. So there's the problem with it shifts. So we can tidy that up with scissors. Just want to make sure it's straight. Then what we've got to do is we need to, there's a dotted line there in the middle, you see. What we need to do is I'm going to bring this tool back and I'm going to score down this dotted line. Like that. A couple of times. And what we need to do is we need to fold on that dotted line. And they should actually match. They kind of pretty much do. So bring this back, and then what we've got to do is we've got to stick this onto here. Onto both sides. What I'll do is I'll stick one side down first and then I'll do the other. It'll be much easier. So we need to put glue on here, on that edge. So bring my cocktail stick back and my glue. Put some glue on here, like that. And we need to stick these two pieces together. Like that. I'm going to leave that to dry and come back. That's in place now. So what we need to do is we need to do the same on this side. We need to stick this to this wall. So we need more glue and a cocktail stick. This could be quite tricky. Just get another cocktail stick out. So we need to run glue down here. And we need to put these two together. Let's Make sure they're flush on the end. So it's not fitting exactly, but so there it is. That's our kitchen unit done. Which is here. I need to leave that to dry. Let me just zoom out a bit so you can get a better look at the angle that I was looking for there, because obviously it needs to be, the angles need to be right. So as always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range, like stickers like this here. Links in the description. Get what you want. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.